Greetings, my name is Danny Simpson, and I'm hoping you have an interest in meeting some of the trees that create our urban forest. I'm a certified arborist with 45 years of tree experience at the San Diego Zoo, as well as having been an adjunct faculty instructor at Cuyamaca College for 20 years. I will share some of the important functions and benefits of our urban forest, as well as how to recognize who's who and the origins of some of those species. Morphology is a fancy word that basically just indicates the different appearance, shape, size, color, texture of the many aspects that identify a tree. A healthy urban forest needs a diversity of tree species and ages. San Diego has so many tree species. Let's explore that concept of arboreal diversity. So please join me on October 15th at 10 o'clock to 11:30, where I'll be presenting Meet Your Urban Forest, class number 1329 at the Grossmont campus of Oasis. And on October 16th from 10 until 11:30, I will be presenting Meet Your Urban Forest, class 1330 at the Rancho Bernardo campus of Oasis. So for those of you that are urban trekking and walking a lot for exercise, this will add a new dimension of knowledge to discuss as you're strolling through the urban forest.
A whole food plant-based lifestyle can help with heart disease, diabetes type 2, even some cancers. It can also help with weight issues, high blood pressure, cholesterol issues, and so much more. Join me on Tuesday, October 15th at the Grossmont location at 1 p.m. for a day of plant-based nutrition. Here I'll walk you through breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and even some desserts. You can still have all your favorites by just a few simple substitutions, and you're not going to miss out on flavor, I promise you. Only 5% of doctors are trained in nutrition, and food plays such a critical role in our health. I'm here to empower you to take back your health.
In the 1700s, people in England began to think differently with new ideas from shipbuilding and the age of exploration. These new ideas stimulated innovators to improve traditional methods of production to make them more efficient. The result was the Industrial Revolution. Please join me, Henry George, on Thursday, October 17th at 10 a.m. in Rancho Bernardo to learn how these advances transform manufacturing, trade, distribution, and society as we discuss the Industrial Revolution. I hope to see you there.
Bittersweet, a wartime journal and heirloom recipes from occupied France, is my 11th cookbook. But this is a memoir with recipes based on my Alsatian great-grandfather, Prosper Lévy-Neymarc's war journal, and family documents that I discovered in a little black suitcase in my mother's closet after she passed away. I translated the journal and the recipes into French, tested all the dishes, and my husband did the food photography. The documents include Prosper's journal chronicling the advance of the Nazis between April and December 1940, and a notebook filled with his wife's family recipes. Couldn't pass it up. It's my 11th cookbook. In May 2023, I traveled to Châlons-en-Champagne to retrace the steps that my great-grandfather talks about in his journal. I also gave this presentation in French at the Châlons Library, and I found the homes that my great-grandparents lived in, the clinics where Prosper practiced, and spent time on the Verdun battlefields where he was saving lives of German and French soldiers. But perhaps for me, the most moving discovery was visiting the holding camp of Écrouves, where the French police held the Jews before sending them on to Paris and the infamous camp of Drancy, and then on to Auschwitz, which is where my great-grandparents died. So I'm doing this in their memory and to memorialize a family that was so unjustly killed. I hope you can join me for that talk. Thank you.
Benjamin Franklin was too. Back in 1753, he feared that Pennsylvania was being overrun by Germans. Over the last 250 years, similar things have been said about various racial, ethnic, and religious and national groups. I'm Vincent Rossi. Join me at Oasis Rancho Bernardo Lifelong Learning Center on Tuesday, October 15th at 10 a.m. as I present From the Other Side to Here, The History of Immigration.